Good evening. Kenya has bid farewell to former Chief of Defense Forces General Francis Ogolla, who was laid to rest in Siaya County as family, friends, and government officials gathered to honor his life. Leaders renewed calls for a transparent investigation into a helicopter crash that claimed his life and that of other military officers.
I am deeply saddened to announce the passing on of General Francis Ogolla, the Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces.
Kenya's Chief of Defense Forces General Francis Ogolla and 8 other senior soldiers died in a helicopter crash in Kenya's northwestern county of Elgeyo Marakwet on Thursday. 2 out of 11 occupants survived the crash and are receiving treatment. President William Ruto announced that an investigation in the fatal crash has begun. Kenya will observe a 3-day period of national mourning with flags in the country flown at half-mast. Ruto said the soldiers who left Nairobi on Thursday morning were on official duty when the crash happened. Francis Ogolla, a former Kenya Air Force commander, was appointed Kenya's Chief of Defense Forces on April 28, 2023 by President Ruto. Until then, Ogolla was Vice Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces. Ogolla joined the Kenya Defense Forces in April 1984. He trained as a fighter pilot and later as an instructor pilot at the Kenya Air Force. He also had training in imagery intelligence, counter-terrorism, and accident investigation. He held a master's degree in international studies from the University of Nairobi and a Bachelor of Arts degree in political science from the same institution. Ogolla had also received military training in Paris, France. He got promoted to the rank of Major General by former President Uhuru Kenyatta and subsequently appointed the commander of the Kenya Air Force on July 15, 2018. Ogolla is survived by a widow, Eileen Ogolla, with whom he has 2 children and a grandson. His hobbies were reading and playing golf. In May 2023, President Ruto said in an interview on national television that he appointed Ogolla the Chief of Defense Forces despite Ogolla allegedly attempting to overturn his election win. Ruto ran against veteran politician Raila Odinga in the August 9, 2022 presidential election and won by a slim margin. Odinga had been endorsed by Kenyatta, and when he lost the election, it was alleged that senior leaders, including Ogolla, had attempted to coerce the electoral board to call the election in favor of Odinga or force a rerun. In the East African nation, the Chief of Defense Forces is selected among the senior-most officers in the respective military units, the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force. This means that if a Navy chief is appointed as the CDF this time, it will be the Air Forces or Army's turn next time to produce the CDF.
Speaking during the funeral, President William Ruto assured Kenyans that the ongoing investigations into the helicopter crash will be thorough and the findings will be made public. As the nation remembers General Ogolla's distinguished service, many Kenyans now await the findings of the investigation, hoping that it will provide answers and bring to closure the family and the country as large. I'm John Matei. Thank you for watching.